Yo, Highbury Boyz, we're back with another episode. 2 games this time since we last spoke. The disappointment actually of the Brentford game, and then getting our confidence back on track with the FA Cup win against Wigan. I'm one of your hosts, as always, Red Army Keith, and I'm joined by
Gunner Chef, Arsenal Football Club.
The pep's gone a little bit. I can smell it.
How do you feel? Oh, wait, hold on. That one wasn't.
It's not the same, is it? It's not the same. I'm also joined by
Shay Gunner. Happy Valentine's. Belated.
Happy Valentine's.
Belated.
Again, the pep is gone out of all of our steps. Before we talk Arsenal, the housekeeping, as always. If you're tuned in right now, make sure you're not just watching passively or quietly. Make sure you're hitting the subscribe button on all platforms. Make sure you're giving every episode a like. It helps us with the algorithms and whatnot. And also make sure you're sharing it with friends, whether that's in person, on your stories on Instagram, or wherever it is. We want to grow as much as possible and give you as much content as possible. So be sure to share the Highbury Boyz around the world. Let's discuss the last week at Arsenal. A lot to discuss. I think probably we should go chronologically. Let's start with the Premier League game firstly.
You want to start with the bad news?
Let's start with the bad news and then try and end up positively. In fact, We're going to start with really bad news. Even before that game started, we were hit with a little dagger. Ornstein on Twitter, just after we were singing the praises of Kai Havertz, we were dealt a blow, and we were told that he's going to be out for some time. Chef, you were the main person, I think, last episode that was talking about Havertz. What was your initial reaction when you heard he'd be out for, I think it said a period on the sidelines, right? That was what it was.
6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks.
Yikes.
Devastated. And what did I say? I said Arsenal Football Club is so gargantuan that our injuries be hitting like transfer news. I told you, man. And that's what happened again. And he was we missed him. We missed him massively. His creativity there, it was just, man, I don't want to start on, a certain someone because, against Wigan, he was all right. But overall, man, like we didn't create enough from the middle of the park. We didn't take the game.
Brentford game, yeah?
Yeah, Brentford game.
Right,
Wigan is not. Do you know what, man? If I went up to a 15-year-old and done a Mazza, you're not gonna rate me.
Wait.
Where are we going?
Wait. I mean, I mean, like, as in, if there's a 15-year-old kid and you like curtains because he boyed my mum. Do you know what I mean? Wait, let me take this out. Bro. I was just thinking in my head, yeah.
Don't go anywhere.
If I do something I'm supposed to do, like if you put me up in a fight against a teenager and I win, you're not gonna rate me, innit?
Oh,
you get what I'm saying?
Is this what this is?
That's what I'm saying. It's obviously getting lost in translation.
Yeah, we got there. It landed.
Yeah, if I'm saying, if you do what you're supposed to, like, Arsenal went out and beat Wigan, and Eze was looking unbelievable. By the way, he was creating, picking and popping. Saka in that 10, or that 8-10, whatever Odegaard kind of plays. He did things that I really, really enjoyed as well. But when it mattered against Brentford, man, we did not look fluid. We did not create well enough. I just feel like we did. And it's just this, like, when it's all on the line, we can't do what it takes to win the game,
That was a tough game, though. I thought that was a tough game.
For sure it was.
Physical, We've been speaking about the quality of the league recently, and I think that was an example of where the league is at now. Teams like Brentford can be organised, disciplined, and give you a real physical fight from the first minute to the very last kick. It was hard. We struggled to break them down. We still had some chances that we could have finished off, but I mean, like the final chance in the last couple of minutes with Martinelli.
Right? Yeah.
But just overall, yeah, I agree. It wasn't inspiring. We weren't creating enough chances. We brought on Saka, and he looked knackered, like he's still recovering. He wasn't fully fit.
That man was not fit at all.
No, he was.
Should have never stepped foot.
You know, have you ever had church in the morning and it's
after a hangover?
It's bro, you've had a big Saturday night.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
You have to get up for church. Tough. Very, very tough.
You want me to drink the blood of Christ after what I've been drinking last night? Are you crazy? Forgive me, Father. Forgive me. Trust.
It didn't look like he was ready, man. He could have done with another game's rest.
Yeah, I totally agree. So, okay, we've already started the segue then into the Brentford game. But do you think those attacking issues and the lack of creativity, the lack of dominance on the ball stems from the Kai Havertz, the fact he was missing in that game, or is there more to it?
I don't know. I feel like he would have changed a lot for Arsenal, man. He was looking good in that position, and I feel like Eze was really poor. He even got hooked at half time. Like his performance was that poor that he got taken off at half time. And like I said, against Wigan, he's come on and he's performed well, but he didn't even look happy that he was performing well, because he knows that when it mattered against Brentford, it wasn't there, and we need him to. Like, I'm not saying that the league's all like, obviously, Brentford are one of the best teams in the league this season. They're very good at home.
2 games at home.
Yeah, we've taken a point as well. So, but it's because we were winning the game and we just went and just I don't know what we was doing, and we went and conceded straight away with that Potter. You know what I mean, Wingardium Leviosa.
Yeah.
That long throw is danger, man. That long throw.
Honestly, that was complete carnage the whole time. Coyote takes about 3 minutes to get into the box, but once he does, just even the way they're tussling is like, what's his name? Is that Aya? The really tall centre back they've got at the back, and Vandenberg and stuff. They're just really tussling. It must be like what the rest of the league sees when they see us like celebrating corners, really, right?
No, that was well worked, to be fair to them. First to the header, get the flick on. Yeah. And someone was napping. I can't remember who was caught napping.
Odegaard.
Yeah. Not good. I think why we miss Havertz against the Brentford is obviously the physicality. You can get the ball up there, the ball will stick, and then we can just build from there. We can build from the middle third into the final third, and that's where the football starts. It's just, I think we have really struggled with trying to build out from the back this season. I haven't felt as comfortable as I have maybe previous season. And
what do you think that's down to?
I know why.
I would like to take your opinion, Chef, but I think teams are so good out of possession now. Like, everyone can press now. Everyone has got a good shape out of possession, and it's just a lot more difficult. And there's a reason why I think we got Raya is because I know Ramsdale was decent at this as well with his feet, but Raya is obviously known for being able to distribute. And if we can get that up to Saka, to Gyökeres, to Havertz, I don't think Jesus is as good as bringing the ball down as the rest of them. But when they're on the pitch, I think we can make that particular bypass of the press work. But I don't know. What do you think it is, Chef? Why are we struggling?
We was missing our quarterback, William Saliba. Mm-hmm. And I said to you last time, Shay, do you remember when he's not there, you can see the difference because he starts everything from the back, and that's why he's world class. Gabriel cannot do that. Mosquera, no defender almost in. Only there's a small echelon of players who can do what Saliba does, and that's what makes him one of the best in the world. Without him, Arsenal can't operate the same way, because when you have a centre-back who moves like a midfielder, it's just long. And he can go and carry the ball and start playing the passes and just it's crazy.
I was waiting for you to say that. The ball carrying.
Yeah, like that's what he does, man. And we missed it massively. And I forgot. Because he just he's sick. What illness did my man have all of a sudden? Like, Why is he not starting? We never heard nothing about it ever again either.
Yeah.
He just carried on to start against Wigan. Oh yeah, he's just unwell. Like, and I heard the rumours, and I said to Shay in the group chat, we got a group chat. I said, "Oh man, they're saying that Saliba's missing, man. I've heard in the grapevine, and they seem true." Then I've started to hear from some good sources, and I was like, "Oh, it's gonna be long, man." Havertz gone and Saliba, which is two main components of the way that we're playing at the moment.
And height-wise as well, I think it's both a loss given the way that they attacked us, losing Havertz and Saliba for a game of that magnitude. For me, the first half was very, very.
Mascara's not a small boy though. Mascara's
Mascara's not.
He's not
for sure. Mascara's not, and he's a very physical. Like he really gets stuck in. But I'm more thinking about like Havertz being out for a game like that. He's obviously going to be, able to help defend in the kind of long Michael Coyote throw-ins and whatnot. Instead, we had Eze, who would look like a Nate Robinson, the 5'8" point guard from back in the day in an NBA game. Like the ball's just going over his head the whole time. He couldn't get involved. Shay, Eze, his performance, talk to me, because I think every single one of us was so bitterly disappointed with that.
Yeah, cool. So I've seen, this has not been, I wasn't like, oh my God, Eze, I've never seen this from you before.
Yeah.
I can't believe what I'm seeing. Why are you not showing up in positions and wanting the ball and picking passes? I can't say that. I've actually seen a performance like that before. And I felt the most disappointing thing about the performance was he just didn't know when to press. It's almost like out of possession, he had no idea what was going on. And I really do think that playing under Arteta requires a certain level of IQ. You have got to be able to not only know your position and know what to do on the ball, but you've got to know when to do this, when to do that, and he just did not seem on it at all. I remember, I think Gyökeres was looking back like, where are you, Eze? Like, why are you not joining this press? Like, what is happening? However, I can't take out the fact that against Wigan, he brought a little bit of my joy. I can't spend too much time on the Premier. It means more the Premier League, of course, and him having poor performances like that, we can't forgive because he's played well against Wigan. I'm not saying that at all, but now I have seen he can pick a lock. The guy can play deep and play a reverse ball that cuts like 5 or 6 players. Come on. We need more of this. We need more of this.
He needs to do it.
Huh?
Come and see toxic positivity. Man ignored any wrongdoing. He said, yeah, I've been moved.
No, but it's just like, there's one thing being upset with someone's performance and be like, okay, cool, this is the player that we've bought. We just have to accept it.
Yeah.
But I can't accept it when you're playing like that against, okay, it's Wigan, but to make that chance for Madueke, he still had to beat a man, which he's going to have to do in the Prem. It's not like he was given acres of space to find a pass. He had to beat his man, then find the pass. So if you can do that, I need to see it more often. That's all. I'm not asking for much.
For sure. I agree. I think one of the things that is concerning me about his performance in the Prem more than anything is when he receives his ball when he's not facing the game and he kind of turns into the game and he just loses it every single time. The intensity isn't there.
Yeah, consistently.
It's so frustrating. So he doesn't even get the chance to, let's say, face the game and find a pass. He doesn't, he's not facing him, so he can do a little shimmy, body feint, which he's known for. And all of that is making me think, for me, is his future in this team in the 10, or is it back on the left? I don't know. And I know, Chef, you're very much against it. I can see you shaking your head. You are completely against the left. You think he has to be down the middle, right?
Do you know what it is? If you're gonna play like Messi and not press and not, because that's what it looked like to me. He was just walking around and there was no it's like Mesut Ozil-esque, but like you're moving so nonchalant with it, but you have to produce results because
you get the ball,
no one can sit there and say that Gyökeres played poorly. He was trying to run down the channels. He was receiving the ball. He was doing everything that more than I expect from my man, because he doesn't even do that normally. And he was looking around like, I swear down I'm on my own, man. I swear to God, I've got the ball. I've shouldered man off. I'm looking behind me, and you're like 30 meters away. And you know, he's not good enough technically to keep the ball for another 5 seconds. So it's just gone. He did not move enough. And off the left, I feel like Shay said, I know he's saying that. He even said it there's a lot. I feel like I'm having an overload of information. I think he kind of said. He said, like, with all the instruction and that, brother, you need to start picking it up. You need to start going and listening to what the manager's saying. He's saying it for a reason. To get hooked at half time is mad. And I know against Wigan, like I said, man, I respect his performance. It's softened the blow because we've seen it. But he did not look happy when he was playing like that because he knows. And I feel like it's tough for a player of that quality. This is a big marquee signing, £70 million to get hooked at halftime. And he probably went home and said, I don't care if we're playing Wigan or not. I have to perform. I have to play 90 minutes and do everything it takes to show this fan base that I am what they think I am. Because the fan base love him. Do you know what I mean? And he scored a hat-trick against Topspur. And he's done a do you know what I mean? So I really hope it will let it all work out. Like, I want it all to happen.
Ooh, okay.
I want everything to work. I really do, man. Because the story, the jeans, and walking in the everything's cold.
The jeans, you know.
Yeah, because that's like, I just remember him with the jeans in the Emirates, like, and I just Ian Wright and I really love it, man. But if you perform the way that he did against Brentford, Arsenal Football Club's fan base is one of the worst in history. We're trying to win something, man, and anything you do, they'll be like, you know, like what's it? That Leonardo don't. Hey, it'll be they'll be on him. Yeah, the fan base is waiting to pounce on something because they can't. Like, just please get over this finish line.
He's good enough, man. Eze is more than good enough. I felt that people were saying that the lineup is probably the key to unlocking low blocks against Wigan. It was Saka in the middle, Madueke on the right.
We're gonna have to talk about
Eze,
that. Way.
Eze
we're gonna have to talk
deeper.
about
It looked like Eze was deeper. I hear it, man. Some of those patterns of play and the movement and the passing and the changing between Saka and Madueke, I couldn't believe it. I said I could actually watch 90 minutes and be happy. I haven't sat down and watched Arsenal and just enjoyed myself in a long time. Seriously, man. Is Saka the key? What is it?
We'll definitely have to come to that because let's wrap up this game. I think when we talk about the Wigan game and also previewing what we expect for the weekend, we definitely need to come back to that. But let's keep on Brentford just for now. Obviously, the game continued. It wasn't a pretty affair first half. Second half, though, the substitutions are made. Odegaard gets into the game. And I don't know about you guys, for the first 10, 15 minutes of that game.
Changed the game.
I thought, it changed the game completely. I think he was hooping. I'm not going to lie. I know that's probably an unpopular thing to say amongst most Arsenal fans at the moment. Shay, what were your thoughts before the goal? This is before the goal, with the Odegaard change.
Yeah, it just felt like there was a bit more urgency, I think. Yeah. And the fact that Odegaard knows that system of pressing and knowing who his man is and knowing who this person's man is, I felt like the press was a lot more organized. Everyone knew what the triggers were. Everyone knew who they were meant to be pressing. And it just felt like more of a unit. And it meant that we can keep the ball higher up the pitch for longer.
Yeah.
We can get those turnovers. We've not really capitalized on turnovers throughout the season. I think that's been the theme. But it just felt like there was an actual press. And it's crazy to think that one change made all that difference. So I think the fact that he was taken off at half time was actually a good decision. And Odegaard did make the change. I've got nothing. I mean, after that, I'm not sure how effective Odegaard was after the goal, but in that small period before the goal, really effective change.
I definitely agree. And I think it was a case where Saka looked like he was getting ready to come onto the pitch, right? It looked like he was like making the substitution imminently. And then Noni Madueke gets in the end of was it a Trossard cross, was it? Or was it? I can't remember who played the ball in. No, it was Hincapié, wasn't it? Hincapié. Good cross into the box. I've been quite vocal about his crossing so far. It felt like he's wasted a couple of good attacking moves. But it was a great ball. And then Noni Madueke, I think that was an excellent header, in my opinion, to make it 1-0. Happy days for all of about 10 seconds. I think the game completely changes from there. The set piece has become a big thing from there on. Chef, talk to me. From there on out, what were your thoughts?
It's just the same as always, man. Like, goal scored, sit back, try contain pressure again. And we went back to doing it again. We gave them the chance to have the ball. And do you know what?
Actually, I missed one.
I forgot to say something, but Declan Rice is truly world class. And at times against Brentford, it was Declan Rice against Brentford himself. He is such a good player, man. He is. I've never he really, really should be captain of Arsenal Football Club. Because Odegaard, like you said, he came on, he created the goal. He did press. After that, he went hiding and he was at fault for the goal. And after that, it's like his confidence just went. But Rice was trying to take us to victory, but no one else wants to take the responsibility. And I feel like winning players, in them moments where we must win, they'll grab the game by the scruff of his neck and say, I'm taking you there. We didn't have anyone like that. And the mistake that we let them play again. I don't understand what this thing is with Arsenal. And like me, we've said it on this pod over and over again. When we score a goal, why do we suddenly sit back, try and contain pressure, and let the other team have the ball? Because there's no way that...
I don't think that's... And I've said this to you, and I've disagreed because I think it's just... That's just game state. I think it can either wake up the opposition or you just, we're going to kill them. Like we've seen it against Bayern Munich, for example. I know Wigan are lesser.
Don't use Europe. I want Premier League. Europe's different.
It's still, but like you've got examples of actually pushing on. I don't know why in the Premier League, Arteta would say, in the league, guys, when we take the lead, we sit back. I don't understand why that would happen.
I definitely think that's instruction. I think one thing we shouldn't forget, and I should have actually mentioned it before I said that there, we did have the opportunity to actually kill the game straight after the goal. The one where Declan Rice, who we are mid-glazing session,
he passed it.
Where he passed it to Gyökeres, where he should have killed the game off.
Do you know what I mean? Like that's another chance straight after. It's not like I don't think we just sit back. I just think we're not clinical. Like we leave so much food on the table. Like too many times we can look back and say, and you're not going to finish every chance like we did against Wigan, but like there's too many times we can look back and say, hey, we actually could have won quite comfortably.
Martinelli.
Yeah, there's that one too at the end of the game. Before that chance, though, obviously the set pieces and how we did actually seem to be getting physically bullied a bit. David Raya, I think, was complaining to the referee, maybe like every 5 minutes about what they were doing there. Is that cause for concern for us in terms of, is that a potential weakness or some sort of crack? Or were just Brentford just that physical and it's probably something we're not going to see again?
Nah, I'm happy. I'm not really concerned with Arsenal's physicality. We've lost a lot of like tall, big units in the team. Like Havertz was missing. Marino's obviously had his surgery and he's a unit. Saliba was out. And like there's just players like we can't sit like how many are we gonna have though? Do you know what I mean? So it's like I don't know what's going on with Calafiori. Because did he play?
Yeah, something else in as well. No. But did he
Because
come on? He
against
came
Wigan, he was meant to play, weren't he? And we was meant to see Miles Lewis Skelly for the first time operating in midfield. They weren't meant to be, man.
Calafiori robbed us. What a guy, but I'll never forgive him for that. Never.
I'm not worried about Arsenal with the set pieces because, normally we're one of the best defensive teams. We are one of the best defensive teams in world football.
For sure. And
we've done it against Inter Milan and teams where they're really, really structured and stuff like that. And even, just because they're just good at this throwing stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like this Coyote.
Liverpool at the start of the season, no?
Who?
They destroyed Liverpool at the start of the season.
Yeah, but it's Coyote. Coyote, how far can he throw the ball?
It's mad. It's mad.
It literally goes right into. It's like Rory Delap regen. Crazy.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. It's crazy. So you're not concerned. I think it's definitely a reach here, and I know I'm reaching here. But it was the second half of last season where we did seem to be conceding a lot of goals from set pieces, wasn't it? When we were kind of in the Premier League and we were just stuttering towards the end of the season. I think it crept into our things once we opened the floodgates everywhere. Yeah.
No.
So
we gave up at the end of last season, man. As soon as we didn't sign Ollie Watkins, it was over.
We're all right, man. I think we've only conceded 26 goals all competitions, and we've scored like 90. Yeah. I think we're good. We're good.
Fine. Perfect. Obviously, they've equalised. Apart from that, I think there's a big chance. Actually, apart from the big chance, there was a few moments where Igor Thiago was causing havoc. There was one in particular.
They should have won the game.
Roughed up Mosquera, and then Mosquera sneaked back in. Yeah, they had a few chances
the recovery challenge was incredible.
They was opening us up. They were cutting through us like lambs. It was like lamb to a slaughter, man. After you just reminded me, I actually took that out of my mind of how bad we were getting smoked.
Yeah,
we should have lost the game. And overall, after I remember, I said, you know what? We've actually come out with a point here because
that's the point I was going to ask you.
Yeah, they started to. He's cold, man. And he couldn't finish his dinner. Yeah, I like him. I think he gets himself about. And he's just a good vocal point for a team like Brentford. And they started to cut through. I don't know what was happening to our midfield, but it was peak. It was like a hot knife in butter. It was just, they was on us. How many chances should he have scored? There, I can count.
There's a couple for sure.
It's like when you said that, like bing, 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 bing. I remember, I was like, shit, I was in trouble.
There was a point where Raya throws the ball out.
That one.
And he gives the ball away, and Igor Thiago gets a point blank header, and Raya somehow saves it. It's at him, but mate, I thought that was it. I thought that was at
0-0, wasn't it? That was at 0-0.
Yeah.
We were gonna score.
But it was 1-1. It was 2-on-1 as well, and they passed it to him, and he's running. And Mosquera made the coldest challenge when he just came. I was thinking, fucking hell. Man, bro, we could have lost that game. We could have lost that game. And thank God we got a point.
Yeah, we could have won as well.
That's the thing. If we factor in the Martinelli chance as well, we also did have a big chance as well. So, So when you look at the final result being 1-1, do you look at it as 2 points dropped or 1 point gained in the holistic picture of the Premier League?
2 points dropped, man.
Yeah, have to look at it that way because we should have won the game. But obviously the performance in the end was like they was on us. We're only saying that it's 2 points dropped because we're a better team. But if the last half an hour of the game really is a point game, because damn, man, we almost lost the game.
Yeah,
it's just Martinelli. Martinelli had that chance and I don't know, man. Someone else scored that.
Is there anything to be said for the fact that the difference between the 1 point being whether it's 3 points or 4 points means you've got 2 games basically where you have to mess up in and Man City have to catch us, rather than if it's a 3 point margin where if they go and beat us and they outdo us in the remaining games on goal difference or whatever, it's out of our hands. Is that psychologically anything, or you think we're too early in the season to be thinking like that?
We just need to keep going, man. I don't think Man City's at the quality where they can go and win every single match.
Oh, for sure.
I don't count this to the same one, but the only problem is I don't believe that we can either, bro. And that's the problem. Because if we could, I don't know, man. I don't know what's happened to us, man. The Arsenal that we saw in the first 15 games was so defensively dominant, we suffocated everyone. But now, when we score, teams think, yeah, you know what, we can get one here.
This is what happens where you've got a team competing on all fronts. Like, we are playing teams that are playing once a week, and we are playing, I don't know what game we're on now. We're probably on 40 something by now, 41 or 42.
It's ridiculous,
some teams are on their 25th game or the 26th game. Like, that will take some petrol out of the tank. Yeah, Man United. You know what I mean? So I think that's probably what we're probably seeing now is the injuries and then having to pick up the minutes from their colleagues that they're having to cover for. Like, Gyökeres has played minutes, Zubimendi has played minutes, Rice has played minutes, Saliba is getting ill out of nowhere, Gabriel's minor injury, like everywhere has suffered apart from Raya. Touch wood, man. No, seriously, touch wood though.
True. Nah, facts. Totally agree. Obviously, that means that the lead at the top has been cut from 6 to 4 points. We have got the opportunity later this week with the game against Wolves to extend that again. And maybe, is there anything to be said for the psychological effects of extending that gap again and having to chase us if we do win on Wednesday? Is anything there, Chef?
Very important. We need to go and we need to send a message. That was a blip. I don't want us just about to beat Wolves, because that shows that we're under pressure. I want us to go out and decimate them, destroy them. I want us to go out and send a message. You've got Newcastle, go and do your job. And that's a hard game. People are like, oh yeah, they're just going to go because they beat them in the cup and smashed them up to beat. It's Newcastle, still Newcastle. It's not a game where they're going to come there and fold over like a pretzel. Do you know what I mean? Like,
they've got them in
I just want Wolves need to get absolutely smoked.
Yep, I totally agree. No, Shay was saying that Man City have drawn Newcastle in the FA Cup as well, so they're going to really know each other by the end of the season.
Mansfield, oh no.
Everyone's talking about good segue there. Let's talk about the FA Cup game. Let's get back to some more positive news then. 4-0 win on the weekend. It was done within half an hour, right? That was a complete dismantling. Mastermind Eze behind it all as well, which I think we're all, obviously, as you said, it's good to see him back in that kind of form relative to what he deserved up against Brentford. Shay, I'm going to come to you. I'm not going to speak about Eze to start off with, actually. I'm going to speak about Madueke, because Madueke at the moment is coming to some goals a little bit and was given a nod on the right. What do you have to say about how life is going for him at Arsenal and how he's been performing over the last few games or so?
I think Madueke can get to the byline against any player in the world. I genuinely believe like he can beat his man 9 times out of 10, 99 times out of 100 and get to the byline. What is he gonna do when he gets there? I don't know. What is he gonna do? That one is more of a raffle. I can put money on he's gonna get to the byline, but what is he gonna do is a raffle. It was nice to see him, and I think for the first time be played into space, have a clear-cut chance, a 1v1. How's your finishing? It's a very good finish, man.
Oh, clean.
Very good finish. When you look at the run that he made, he actually, as he's about to hit the ball, he's having to adjust his body, open it up, and then slot it. And it was all one clean movement. I thought that was very good. Life at Arsenal was always going to be tough because you're deputizing for Bukayo Saka. But I think he's done all right. The end product hasn't always been there. But in terms of at least giving the left back something to think about, like, yeah, he has. But he's not Saka. But there is a world where they could play with each other. That's
that's
what I'm thinking.
Yeah. Chef, anything on Madueke?
Yeah, I'm really. He's growing on me, like as the time's going on, man. Obviously, he's not someone that I was ecstatic about signing because we keep going for Chelsea players, and I just don't want to give him any more bread. Like, I'm kind of done with that chapter of us, like the William Gallas's, the David Luiz's, the like. Do you know what I mean? The Havertz's, and then we go now the Madueke's, and it's like it's continuing, and it's all one way.
William.
But he's come in, yeah, and then like he's performing well though. Like I do, like Shay said, like I feel confident in him, man. When he's getting more confident now. Like he's, you know what I mean? He's taking the set pieces. He's really
himself, man.
Yeah, he's loving life at Arsenal. Do you know what? When you go from that club to Arsenal Football Club, it must just be like, oh my god, this is mad, like because Arsenal is like it's class, and we weren't founded in 2005, and we've got history, and you know there's other things about us other than just bread. Like we are a club with and rattling cages in the stadium. That's all they've got. In Arsenal Football Club is different. Like the way that he's coming and he feels like in the beginning, I feel like he felt a lot of the pressure, but now he's got the fans behind him. They were singing his tune the whole time as well. Do you know what I mean? They're starting to like him and he's feeling it. He can beat, like he said, it's just the end. He needs to sort it out.
Yep.
If he can finish or cross it in properly, like I feel like it's more getting the ball into the box for
actually getting the ball into the box. That's the problem. Yeah.
Yeah, like instead of running off the pitch. It's like,
all
do you know what I mean? It's one or the other.
In the weekend.
I'm not mad at him. Like he's a second option. People are like, oh yeah, 50 million. It's a lot for a second option. I mean, Alanga's 50 million. Yeah, like that's what really. Unless you're going to get someone and taking a risk outside of the Premier League, you're not going to get anyone for a less price than 40 to 50 mil.
Yep. On Noni Madueke again, I don't mean to pocket watch you, Shay. I know you are near hospitality at the game. Were there any Badinas in attendance? We need to do this. We need a weekly segment. Did he bring Ruby Rose this time?
He was there. I didn't see any celebrity faces. It was family settings. It could be because it's the FA Cup. Do you get me?
FA Cup.
It's a bit easier to get hospitality. So yeah, I saw families, kids there, mums, dads, brothers, sisters, uncles, aunties, grandmas, grandpas. It was a nice family affair.
But none of Madueke's video vixens. I hear it.
None of Madueke's groupies were there, man.
I hear it. Okay, other than that then, so another player I actually want to talk about in terms of their performance and in the Wigan game is Christian Norgard. For me, I thought he was very, very impressive. Same thing as the Kairat game as well. It's him on the ball. He's moving me. I can't lie. Chef, anything you've got to say on Christian Norgard? Or Christian Norgard?
I feel like he's underused. I mean, if he's performing like this, like obviously the thing is it's Wigan again. And like I said, like I don't want to take too much and out of that game because we're doing exactly what we're supposed to be doing to a weak opposition. But Norgard has performed well in a lot of times that I've seen him. And I really, even when he's been asked to go centre back or anything, and I feel like there's a lack of opportunities there in moments where we need to go sturdy and actually protect the lead, take off one of the attacking midfielders, play Zubimendi, Rice and Norgard instead to shut up shop. And maybe that will work better. Who knows? But he doesn't. I don't know, man. We know who the manager is, and he's the most stubborn man on the planet who's just never. It's the thing is he does like for like, and he's one of them managers, and I'd prefer to try and change formation to win. You don't have to always Trossard Martinelli. Like, just, do you know what I mean? You can leave. Do you know? You can do something else.
It does seem that when he has kind of made the changes with his like-for-like replacement being Zubimendi. It's only when we're chasing a game. So he's going to bring off Zubimendi and he's going to bring on one of the attackers. So maybe like a Jesus or a Trossard or something. But no, God, what? Last season, he's what? Brentford's captain. If that transfer hadn't been made, he's starting against us for Brentford. Why is it, Shay, do you think that Norgard hasn't been trusted in the league when we've seen good performances in the Cups?
I just want to go back to the actual performance. Actually, like you said, on the ball, but that assist to Jesus as well. I've seen him play a good pass a few times now. He reminds me of Jorginho a bit. Jorginho had that in locker where he could play the ball over the top and get a player through on goal. So that was really nice to see from him. Just some creativity from elsewhere on the pitch was quite refreshing. Why hasn't he had opportunities?
You make it sound like an existential question. The way you said that, it's like could it be something philosophical here?
Why hasn't he had opportunities? He's had opportunities in the cup. He could just be the Kepa of the midfield. That could be that could just be the role in his contract. You are a squad rotation player. I know you were coming from Brentford, but if we look at his age, I think anyone at that age would be happy to play a squad role at Arsenal Football Club in a season where we could potentially win the league. And I think he's playing that role fantastically. Maybe if we wanted to switch things up, we could bring him on, but that's not the change that you would make, I think, if you needed to switch it up or to shut up shop, because Zubimendi and Rice have got the engine, I think, for the full 90 minutes. So I don't know. I don't know why he's not being played. I think it might just be the role agreement and he's just happy with that role. I can't imagine him going into the office and saying, Mr. Arteta, please, I need some minutes. I can't imagine him doing that. So
because he's not African. What accent was that?
The one accent I can't do is Spanish. I can't do a Spanish accent. No, sorry. He's Danish. Even Danish. Yeah, I can't do a Danish accent. That one is not in the locker.
Bro, the way he pronounces his name is a madness. Have you not seen that one? That video of him?
How do you pronounce it?
Norgard.
Well, no. That's how he pronounced it last year. This year, it's like Christian Norgard. It's like
Norgard.
It's like mad. It's like what the hell? Yeah. Well, yeah. No. To be fair, as you say, he has been. I think he's been very, very good. Yeah. You mentioned the progressive passes that actually, starting chances. Like it's been good in my opinion. Hopefully, we do see bits and bobs in the league. I don't know I know how many appearances he's got. Can he qualify for a medal at this point? I hope so.
For the league,
I'm not even sure.
No,
he'll get more. He'll play more anyway.
Yeah,
I think you need five apps. You'll get that.
Yeah, man.
Okay, calm.
Just talk about it. Just tell me what I want to hear, bro.
Yeah.
Get on to the main point.
I think Arteta's on that. Arteta's on that. Everyone can eat vibe, man. Even Tommy Setford came on the pitch, man.
Yeah,
I've never seen that before.
Tommy Setford.
I've never seen a keeper sub.
They were chanting his name for 4 minutes straight.
Because as soon as he came on,
Madness.
He made a very good catch.
You're waiting to cook.
I want to see Bukayo Saka.
For sure. Yeah, I'll do it. You want to see Bukayo Saka in the 8, yeah?
I want to see him there. I want to see him in that position. I want to see Bukayo Saka playing there because I feel like he has everything it takes. He's so creative. He's got a good change of direction. He can beat a man and then break a defense himself. He can make something out of nothing. And he would have a winger to kind of drag players away instead of being doubled, tripled, and quadrupled every bloody game. So it will give him the chance and this is what Gyökeres does well, where he takes so much away with the centre backs because it's just you have to mark him. Do you know what I mean? You can't leave him on his own because he's just a unit. So that gives you a little pocket of space. And I feel like Saka is the man. I want to see it in the league. I want to see how he plays there.
Yeah, fair enough. It was something that he did experiment, didn't he, during COVID? There was a couple of games here or there where Saka was played in the middle. I don't know if you guys can remember that.
I saw some clips.
And I thought this would be something that might be introduced to him later on in his career. But for Arteta to have done it now, interesting. Shay, come.
I didn't think it would be late in his career because I've always said, like, in the England setup, he picked up the ball and was doing a lot of damage on the inside. There's also, remember that tactic, and we saw it against Wigan, where Ben White will get the ball and then Saka will do the out to in run. He does a lot of damage in the middle. So if that's where he can do a lot of damage, why not just have him there and just see what happens? If we can get him closer to goal, he's so like responsible with the ball as well. Like he will always make the right decision. And I think that is a good trait to have in the middle. He's strong. I think Odegaard has been criticised for being weak on the ball. I think there's a few times we've seen him being flung just left, right, like Cucurella. And I think it's just, it adds just an extra dimension for someone to be able to shield the ball, protect it, distribute it. The 1-2s between him and Eze, I was almost dribbling, bro. Like I couldn't believe the quick one. It's just beautiful football, man. It was good. It was good. I need more of that.
And you even mentioned it earlier, the unpredictability of the fact that he can then, interchange with the player on the right, maybe even instead of on the left and that stuff. Another, string to his bow.
Fluidity, man. Fluidity.
We were robbed by only getting to see it for 45 minutes. Speaking of being robbed, we're also robbed of Miles Lewis-Skelly minutes in the midfield as well because of the Calafiori injury that we mentioned earlier. What did you think about his performance anyway? I think it was box standard, right? It was what you expect from Miles Lewis-Skelly. Yeah. It was creative, But do you think we're ever going to see him play in midfield?
Yeah, I think we will now because that's his position. And I feel like Mikel Arteta doesn't trust him as much. And I think Arsenal's going to go and buy a left back. I swear to God. I know we've got so many defenders, but I feel like Arsenal go out and get another left back because Calafiori just can't stay fit. I feel like obviously he's such a big difference maker, but the best ability is availability. And he's a massive miss, man. When he's not there, the difference is crazy because Hincapie is a centre-back playing left-back, and it's obvious with the way that he is on the ball. But Calafiori can carry the ball, drive, pick, pop. Hincapie is not doing that. Sometimes he's out there on the edge of the box like, I shouldn't even be here. Do you know what I mean? He's just there like, I'm here, but I shouldn't be here. And I would prefer Arsenal to go out and go and get someone who's an actual left-back or more fluid than Hincapie and let Hincapie be a backup left back and left centre back, which is because he's got obviously me and Shay, we found he's got what's it? Leverkusen said it's a obligation to buy. It's not apparently it's it's an obligation.
Yeah. No. I think they put it down as an option to buy, but we all know it's an obligation to buy.
Yeah.
This one a bit dodgy, like.
Yeah, me and I was like, no, it's not. It's an option, but it's not no option because when Leverkusen let him go, they said it's an obligation. That's how they've released the news, isn't it? So we're obviously gonna get him, but we need another left back, man. Someone fluid, someone who can carry the ball. I thought maybe Lewis-Skelly might have been that for years to come, but he's too much of a liability on the.
I don't think
counter.
I think we're moving away from the inverted left back,
Arsenal?
Just Arsenal, because I don't know about football as a whole, but I remember when we tried to fit Tierney into that mold, and it just looked very uncomfortable, so uncomfortable, and we got rid of him. But I feel like we have known full well that Hincapie cannot play that role. And I see him on the outside more than I do on the inside. And I think that provides a bit more, that provided a lot of space for Eze. I think maybe having the inverted left back as well as the DM and then the 8 is probably a bit too crowded in there. So I think we might actually start to see more of the overlapping left back as like we are with Hincapie than we were seeing with Miles Lewis-Skelly. And hopefully that means Miles Lewis-Skelly can finally be free to just roam in that 6th position or wherever they want him, in the 8, wherever. I just think midfield is his destiny.
Yeah, he is. He's a midfielder.
When do you think that will be? When do you think we're going to see that? Because I guess from here on out to the rest of their Mansfield. Oh, Mansfield! I completely forgot about that. Yeah, that could be. That's probably the chance.
Perfect.
That shut me up. Yeah, facts. Yeah. So is there something to be said as well, again, to praise Arsenal once more? You look at the team, and like, I've seen a couple of TikTok comments, a couple of TikTokers saying, oh, your first team's out against Wigan. That's not our first team. These are our bench and reserves.
You got too much depth.
Is there something to be said about just the depth? Yeah, just how strong our depth is and how well people like Burton, Arteta have built this squad, that we're looking at players like Mosquera, who I thought was, for me, exceptional against Wigan.
He's unbelievable.
Even on the ball, I'm seeing the way he turns.
No, we've got a gem. We've got a gem there, man. How much he cost? 13 million.
Yeah, that's high road robbery. Whatever it's called, highlight robbery.
Highway versus highlight robbery.
whatever it's called, yeah.
Highway robbery.
They have been bumped. I actually think
highlight robbery.
I think that's the perfect Saliba succession plan, man. Genuinely, like whatever happens to Saliba, we'll be sad, but we can wipe our tears with Mosquera, man. It'll be fine.
No, totally agree. I think, as I say, the squad's been built so well that players like that are just sitting there itching, waiting for their opportunity.
Bro,
we're in a good place, man. Facts. Mansfield, that's what, the 5th round. After that, what? How many rounds are there left before then? At least we're going through these rounds.
The quarterfinal.
Quarterfinals,
yeah. It's good that we're winning these games, because recently our FA Cup form, like since we won it in 2020, has been shaky. So keep giving these easy draws. I don't mind one bit. What a shame. Oh, Mansfield.
You know, sometimes I feel like you just need the luck of the draw. Like, there's a reason why they say luck of the draw. This season, I really do feel like we have had the luck of the draw. Carabao Cup was not the toughest. I mean, Chelsea was difficult.
And Palace is the only other one that you can look at and think.
And we beat them on pens, man.
Yeah, that could have gone the other way.
That's when Palace they were good as well. Not this. With everyone's gone and been sold, and the manager's given up Palace.
That was actually a tough draw. But other than that, man, this time last season, I think we would have played Man United.
Liverpool. The Man United last one. The year before was Liverpool.
Yeah,
and I think the year before that was City.
Come on, man. This is our
and then the ones before we don't talk about it. Yeah,
man.
I totally agree.
I'm feeling very good.
Good stuff. So are we saying the quad's on, or are we gonna avoid it?
I'm not. No. Because Manchester City are still in every single trophy as well. No one's saying that about them. Why did we invite this pressure on? Why did they do this to Arsenal? They're not saying, look, Man City's going to win the quad. Why?
Come on. Don't be shocked, bro. We're top of the league. We won 8 games out of 8 in the Champions League. We've got Mansfield next. We're in the Carabao Cup final. There's a lot of reasons why they're saying that, but there's a country point.
But why are they not saying it about Man City?
Because the media know exactly what they're doing. They are building us up
to destroy us
all harder. Yeah. So that's what it is. That's exactly what it is.
So I'm not letting that narrative land. Arsenal won't win the Champions League. Arsenal will focus on the Premier League, and I don't think that, because I just feel like them big European nights, there'll come a time the league is going to start to get tough, and he will have to sacrifice at a point between the weekend and the weekday, and he's going to think, man, do I want... Because do you remember when Liverpool were on for the quad? Do you remember that? And all they won was the Carabao and the FA Cup.
Yeah.
No, not last year. It was, I think, the year before.
Oh.
They bottled the league.
No.
Do you remember? Yeah. Oh, they were going to win the quad on, and then all they won was the Carabao and the FA Cup.
And the FA Cup.
They won the double. Do you remember?
Yeah.
Like, like, for me, Arsenal in the Champions League, I think they'll go maybe to the quarters or the semis, but when the league is at its best and it's time, they're going to lock in. We'll have to beat Manchester City for this psychological warfare, and you need to win, to breed winning. Now, Shay, do you care about this cup? Is it time?
No, I think you don't spend this much money in the summer and bring in 7 players to think we're only going to focus on one trophy.
Yeah,
I'm not having it, man. I'm not having it. We have got a squad that is as deep as it's ever been. You better shine your eyes for that Champions League, and you better wake up for the Premier League on a weekend. I'm not having none of this choosing business. We have suffered for 20+ years, man. We are going for it all. I need to see that in the squad selection. I need to see that. Obviously, there's going to be times where you need to make calculated decisions, but even dropping a Saliba for Mascara, that's good enough to win a game. So
yeah, it is.
I think we could be. I think we should be right there at the very end, man. Hopefully.
Facts. So speaking of that, then obviously there's a game coming up this week. The game against Wolves away. You mentioned just there's probably going to be windows to make 1 or 2 changes here or there. What is your lineup looking like for the game against Wolves? Ødegaard, there's not much news about whether he's fit as well. We don't know if he's going to be in the mix. As they started the last 2, let's take it from the, from the goalkeeper forwards. I'm not going to say take it from the back. That's crazy. Start with the goalkeeper forwards.
Now, Raya
Let's
is
predict
going
our
to
level.
Saliba,
Yeah, for sure.
Gabriel,
Yeah.
Timber.
Let's talk about Tim actually, because there's been a lot of talk about him and his performance recently. He's become the new scapegoat, and the Chelsea fans are enjoying it because of the whole Timber versus Reece James debate. And now our own fans are starting to, be frustrated with his attacking performance. Oh yeah, I've seen it.
But
people are getting frustrated
He had a bad
with
game
his attacking output.
He had a bad game against Brentford. The first I don't even know if I've ever seen a performance like that from him. Very off-brand. So I think it can happen to anyone. So I don't know. We are sensationalizing performances now. That's how bad it is. Like one performance now, you are no longer a good player. It's incredible to see. But there is something to be said about the dynamic on that right-hand side when Ben White is playing and is fit and he's flying. He allows for the interchange. He allows for the combinations. He does the overlap. 1 second you'll see Ben White doing the overlap. 1 second you'll see Madueke doing the overlap. 1 second we saw Saka doing the overlap for the assist to Owen goal. It was just fluid. It was fluid on that right hand side, and I think we get more of that with Ben White as opposed to Timber, who is obviously very, very defensively secure. Yeah. I don't know. Would I rather see Ben White against Spurs or against Wolves? I think I don't know.
Wolves,
I really don't
surely
know.
Wolves over there, surely.
I mean, I'm not.
Or you go Timber both.
I'm playing Timber both games.
Fair.
I'm playing. Timber is too reliable for me and part of this system. Oh, he doesn't give us, but the attacking players are good enough, and we've spent millions of pounds.
They haven't.
No, but they should be. I shouldn't be relying on my right back to create us goals. Do you know what I mean? I don't feel like that's. It's not like he's Trent Alexander-Arnold, for God's sake.
No,
who's picking I want Saka against Wolves in that 10, and I feel like that will change. I want to see, is it going to work? Is it truly the piece? Is he the man? Because I feel like them hamstring injuries have stopped him sprinting full speed. I feel like he doesn't want to get injured, man. I feel like he keeps feeling like, man, I'm coming back too soon. Because it was against PSG. Do you remember? And he was like, he's trying to fight back because Arsenal's fighting and he wants to be a part of it and he wants to be available. And he needs to rest as well properly. And we just can't afford for him to do that because he's so good. It's impossible for us to say, every game is like a cup final in the league. It's funny. But why do you keep watching my team play football? Your team's playing, but you don't care. You want to watch my team. Right. Like, we could be playing at the same time and they want to watch my team play. Mad.
No, facts. So you said there that you want Saka in the 10, right?
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you want Madueke on the right again?
Yeah, Madueke on the right, Trossard on the left, Gyökeres up front for me, Rice, Zubimendi. Hopefully,
And Zubi.
Calafiori's
Yeah.
fit. I don't know what's going on with that situation, but he needs to slightly get some minutes.
With Calafiori as well, it seems like the last 2 injuries is like we don't really hear what the injury is. It's just that he drops out of the squad and then just goes quiet. Wait until the next episode. We'll see.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What are these injuries actually? Now that you mentioned that, I don't know.
Yeah.
Because it happened again. He's meant to. He's in the starting lineup, and then he's just not.
What is this
Are we gonna start a rumor? Yeah.
Should we start one? Since you've been modelling.
Let's not do it. We've heard. Oh, in Pan.
just putting pant on for Adidas. Nah, man, that stuff has to wait till pre-season or something, man. What is going on?
Win a league first. Freddie Ljungberg didn't do that too. He went invincible, bruv. Like, calm down a little bit.
Injury. They're actually not saying what the injury is. This is so strange.
No.
Crazy.
This is so strange.
Crazy. So what? We're expecting Nkapia then, I'm guessing.
I might start a rumor.
If Calafiori's not there, then it would be. I wouldn't want Lewis Skelly there.
Lewis Skelly. Fair. And even that's even regardless of the fact we've got Spurs on the weekend as well. So it is a lot of games in quick succession. You want first team.
They got Henry VIII as their manager as well, bro. Do you know what I mean? Igor Tudor. Certain man are telling me they remember him in this, that, but I know ball and I can't remember my man. Innit?
Lad,
Do you know what I mean? And Catherine of Aragon and bruv. Do you know what I mean?
Well, he's beheaded or what? Did he just die? Which one?
Bro, listen, Igor Tudor, you know, I've never heard of him in my life.
We're probably going to have another episode before that game, right? So we don't need to get into it now.
Yeah. I got him. I got him.
It's because Valentine's Day I was in Cambridge, so I was hearing all this stuff about Henry VIII and this, that, and the other. So it's probably in my head. Now you said that, I'm just laughing. I don't know. I find out proper
Church of England in it off, changing the rules and stuff.
Oh God. I'm just trying to think. Is there anything else we need to cover? Really, I think that's really it. The happy days.
I think we've covered everything.
Look forward to the Wolves game.
What's
score predictions
for Wolves?
Oh yeah. Score predictions. For me, I want to see a battering 4-0.
Who's gonna stand out? Who's the man of the match for you?
Bukayo Saka in a 10.
Oh!
Yeah. I need it.
I'm gonna say 3-0. I think for me, 3-0. I'm expecting, and I'm hopeful our attackers score goals this weekend. I need them stat padding and confident and firing going into the Spurs game. If I can get a Gyökeres goal, I'll be happy. If I can get a Saka goal, I'll be happy. So that's what I'm leaning into. I don't want to see set piece FC or Leo this week. Save that for Spurs, but I want the attackers to be on job.
If I'm honest, I think Trossard's going to stand out really.
Jay?
I feel like this is the kind of game that he steps up and he's like, let me just, you know what I mean? People are forgetting who I am again.
Yeah, he's been a bit, the form's been a bit, I've liked what he's been doing defensively, but when was the last time he scored? Like, I'm not.
Them Wigan players, the way he was sending, man, was mad.
Yeah.
You know him,
His body feints are disgusting.
His lack of pace, he makes up with them feints.
Yeah,
because my man was ready to run off the pitch and go sit with the fans. It was peak. He span a man, and he just turned around and then he looked back and he knew it. He looked back and he was like, "I got done," you know. You know when he was just there, and bro, the thing is, the worst thing about Trossard is, you know, when he does you think of play, but he carries on. He keeps sending, man, again. It's so big.
It doesn't be. He just
keeps sending them, and I'm like, bruv, enough. And we've seen him do that, bro. He turned Pedro Porro into porridge. He's got madness.
Actually, you know those compilations from like UFC fights where someone gets knocked out and then they'll just like put them like on, let's say, for an NBA situation or some random stuff. I want to see a compilation of Trossard ripping people and just where they end up, because I'm sure
ankle breakers and stuff.
Yeah,
like.
ankle breakers. I want to see that, man.
Yeah. That lack of pace he makes up with them feints, man.
Facts.
There's a French IG where they, after someone gets cooked, they will...
Hey, I don't understand a lick of French, but those videos are funny.
French people, anyway, in general.
Yeah,
I then
wesh. Hey, French Snapchat is the funniest.
I swear down. You know when I've never seen it where they skill man up and then I share you loving the joke that hard, yeah.
Grinning, boys, grinning teeth. Hey, Wilson, let me re-add him to the studio.
My bro, I say, how's it feel to see yourself, bro?
Bro, I'm having a nightmare with tech.
Technical difficulties.
Oh, I can really have one.
And we've got Shay and Shay Ghana.
There's 2 people in here. There should be just one, though.
No, now you're here. Now you're here.
Oh, no, it's gone.
Mad.
It's gone. So what? Did we get your prediction as well, Shay?
I'm gonna go 3-0, and I'm Saka in the 10. I would love to see it. I would love it. And Eze to cook as well. Saka, Eze, Madueke. That'll be amazing.
Oh, confidence booster, yeah. Ahead of let it all work out on the weekend.
Let it all work out.
Let it all work out, man.
I'll be there. All right, then. I think, conscious of time as always, so I think we should probably leave it there. Again, if you've stayed with us so far, be sure to subscribe, follow, like, and most importantly, I think out of all the things I'm saying, share. Make sure everyone knows. We need every Arsenal fan to be aware that this podcast is happening, so we give you a lot more content and this, that, and the other. We'll be back after the Wolves game, I imagine, with another episodes and our instant reactions to that. So be sure to check that out. So yeah, definitely be subscribed for that. Hopefully we get the 3 points. But till then, Highbury Boyz, we are out.
And share.